Hey guys, Drifter here. If you haven't noticed, there is a ton of beef jerky around me. That's because today we're doing Game On Snacks versus JerkyXP, but you probably know that if you looked at the title that's up here. I got a sample from Game On Snacks and from JerkyXP, and I bought their store brand equivalents to try and match the flavors as good as possible. Today I am doing a single blind taste test with me and some friends. That's why these are all labeled and we don't know which one is which. And we are going to kind of interview some people, get some numbers, and see which gaming jerky tastes better, and then if those are better than the store-bought brands. But you can go ahead and say your name, age, occupation, and beef jerky experience.
Taylor, 21. I work at a gun range and I have, average beef jerky experience.
Hey, I'm Janet. I'm 21. I work for an engineering company and I love beef jerky. I buy it as pretty often, but that's mainly for like road trips.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm Drifter's wife. I am 26 years old and I am a crafter and artist. And my beef jerky experience, not much. I used to eat it when I was a little girl, but I haven't eaten it in a long time.
One thing the subject cannot see is the scoreboard. He has no idea which jerky he's tasting, but I will be ranking him numerically. So start off, taste A and B. Tell me which flavor you think you're tasting and give me a numerical rating on each one. You're also free to give any comments one way or the other.
All right.
Such as dry, wet, good, bad, something like that. And you're not comparing the two, you're comparing the flavor in general compared to like all beef jerkies in the world. With 0 being basically dog food and 10 being I would eat this every day of my life.
I would say A is about a 6.
Okay.
B is more moist than A.
Okay. And what would your numerical rating be?
Probably 8. I like B more than I do A.
Got it.
That's really interesting. A little more sugary than I expected it to be. I'd give that one a 5. It has a good chew to it. It's a little on the flavorless side, so I'd give it a 5.
So they're equal.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
equal in different ways.
Got it.
Well, it's bacon. Not the best thing I've ever eaten. It's kind of like bacon that's been sitting out for a while. With some slightly sweet taste, but not very much. It's like, I would say about a 4 out of 10. This is like bacon that has been sitting out not as long as A. A little bit better, I would say it's a 5.
So now that you've seen everybody else taste testing, I couldn't do my own because I was doing all the recording, and I would basically be cheating if I sat here and pretended like I didn't know what A, B, C, D, E, and F was. So for this one, I'm going to blindfold myself. We're gonna do this and clip it behind my head. My wife is gonna be running both the recording and the taste testing, and she's gonna give me these flavor matchups in random order. So I won't be starting off with A and B, I'll be starting off with random flavors, and I'll try and rate them to the best of my ability. That way I won't know what I'm putting in my mouth, and I won't be able to cheat. And I also haven't had any of these before, so that's about as fair as I can make this to get the most data possible. Let's get this started. I put the flavors back over here. Jessica, would you like to complete my blindfold?
What number, what rating would you get?
I'm gonna guess that it's sriracha. I'm gonna give it about a 4. It's just like a little bit less than average.
So what would you give that left one?
Bad. It's like, here, I'll hold these up so you can see the letters a little easier. Left one's like a 1. It's like bad.
For taste, pretty good. I would say about a 7. It's spicy as well, but not like, I don't think it's as spicy as C. It's got the chewy texture, but it's not super chewy. It's still like jerky, but still very kind of tender. It was pretty good. I would say the 8.
It's not too much heat. It's like just enough to know it's there. It's nice, real moist.
And number?
Probably a 9. I give the, oh wow, some delayed spice in there. I give D probably a 4.
That's definitely just a cracked pepper, which is really good.
Okay, what would you give it numerically?
I like it. I really like that one. That's an 8. I can't put my finger on what flavor I think this is. It's kind of salty, but it's really good. Got a little bit of heat to it, but it's just mostly good flavor. I like it. Yeah, equal that one out to an 8. I like both of these.
That's pretty good. It's baked in a tasting, but it's got a little sweet. Let me get it more. A little spiced up. Actually, I think that might be sriracha. Yep, sriracha spice. Okay. This one's pretty tough. Not as tough as like the other one that is a little stringy. It's a little spicy too.
You didn't give me a number for I.
Oh, I would say this one was about 7.
And can we get a number for J?
6.
Got it, you're all good. It's now a few days after the initial testing. I've got all of my data compiled right in front of me in a nice big spreadsheet, and we're going to draw some inferences and conclude a winner. We're going to talk about a little bit of statistical stuff, so do get ready. In the case of Game on Snacks Bacon versus Oberto Bacon, or A and B, there was a very slight preference for Oberto Bacon. Game on Snacks got an average of 5.5, and Oberto got a 6. In the case of Flavor Matchup 2, which was Game on Snacks Heatwave versus JerkyXP Desert Hot Fire, or C and D in the testing, there was a preference for Game on Snacks Heatwave, which scored a 7.5, and JerkyXP Desert, which scored a 6. In Jack Link's versus JerkyXP Peppered and Spicy, respectively, the Jack Link's Peppered came out to a 5, and the JerkyXP Spicy came out to a 4.75, so slight preference for the Jack Link's Peppered. In JerkyXP Honey Barbecue versus the Kroger brand Honey Barbecue, we saw the biggest difference. The JerkyXP Honey Barbecue averaged out to a 7.25, and the Kroger Honey Barbecue was a measly 1.5, by far our lowest rated, but we're going to talk about that in a second. And in our direct matchup with the Game on Snacks Sriracha versus the Jack Link Sriracha, we have 7.25 for the Game on Snacks Sriracha, and the Jack Link Sriracha scored a 5.5. There was a 3-way tie for our overall favorite flavor. We had 3 items get a 7.25 score out of 10. The Game on Snacks Heatwave, the Game on Snacks Sriracha, and the JerkyXP Honey Barbecue. There was a 3-way tie between these flavors, and I'm not going to do a direct comparison between them like taste testing because I'm pretty sure that's just not going to count as fair. The least favorite flavor, by far the biggest gap on anything, was the Kroger brand jerky. The Kroger brand jerky was just... I had this personally, it was really bad. Everybody rated it really low. And the second least favorite flavor, with the second lowest score, which is a 5, right in the middle of our scale, with the Jack Link's Peppered, because we tended toward higher scores. There was a slight preference for Game on Snacks overall total. It probably is not going to be considered a statistically significant preference because our sample size is 4. And our standard deviations were pretty huge. So if you did your like little parameters and tried to see, I'm pretty sure we couldn't call it statistically significant or super accurate, but we do have a slight preference for Game on Snacks and an overall slight preference for gaming jerky in general. If you look at the scores across the board, even excluding the really atrocious Honey Barbecue one, it does tend toward the gaming jerky, both JerkyXP and Game on Snacks. The bag sizes between these two were mostly similar. Some of the store brands were a little bit bigger, but they were very comparable to the online brands. Online brands were a little bit pricier on average, and I know these prices change a lot. There's sales a lot, there's coupons a lot, there's fluctuations at your local store, so it could be really different. But on average, the Game on Snacks and the JerkyXP and the online brands are probably about 15 to 20% more, not including shipping. I'm not sure if they make you pay for shipping or not. And my best inference from this is that this seems to be a case of you get what you pay for. The online brands do seem to perform slightly better than store brands. Not crazy better, not like radically better, but a little bit better. And in my personal experience, they're a little bit better. But I don't eat a whole lot of beef jerky, and it's a snack. It's a finger food for me. It's not something that if I do want, I'm really interested in waiting on. I'm not going to click online and be like, all right, get that jerky in a couple of weeks here. I'll just be patient and wait on my jerky. Probably not going to do it like that. So in conclusion, both of the online brands performed better than the store brands, but not in a really radical manner, with the exception of the Kroger Honey Barbecue. And Game On Snacks did slightly outperform JerkyXP, but again, not in a statistically significant manner. And that's all for this video, this product testing. I thought I'd put at the end that I'm not sponsored by either company. I just reached out to both of them for some samples because I really wanted to get to the bottom of this gaming jerky thing. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful, and I hope you learned a little bit of something about consumer research. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.
Yum, 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 yum.
People get some numbers and see which gaming jerky tastes better, and then if those are better than the store-bought brand. And then if those are better than the store-bought brand. And then if those are better than the store-bought brands. And stop laughing at me! It's a tongue twister. Store-bought brand. Store-bought brand. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to be testing beef jerky today.
What brand?
Yep.